Another thing you can do is just pour some water in the tub. That's extra protection too. You know, just make sure that you got enough moisture in there. It's an amphibious ATV, so it's designed to see water. So that'll help if you have any incendiary items in here, like here's a chunk of wood, here's a bunch of maple seeds when it was sitting outside in the yard for a while. It just prevents all that stuff from blazing up. So now all I'm going to do is just heat this. Get it good and hot. And let it expand. I'm not going to get a cherry red. No need for that. You'll disfigure it if you want to reuse them. I'm going to reuse these instead of paying another $7, $8 for retaining collars. If I can get that set screw out of there and keep this in relatively good shape and clean it up, why not reuse it, you know? Take a pry bar. This is kind of what worked before. There was one I could not get free. I mean, I had to end up cutting it out of there. If you squirt penetrating oil on it when it's hot, it'll have capillary action, and it'll actually wick into the joint and help loosen things up. There it comes. There it is. So one collar saved. And I think what really helped that was spraying penetrating oil into the joint. It wicked its way in there when the metal was hot, and help me get that apart. So that's cool. As far as the torch goes, if all you have is a Burns-O-Matic propane torch, this is actually a little mini acetylene torch I use for refrigeration work. If all you have is a Burns-O-Matic torch, instead of using propane, use MAP gas. It burns a lot hotter. Alright. So one thing I learned from doing the other 6 is that this axle shaft here has a lot of rust buildup on it. And it's actually beneficial to me to try to get some of that rust off of there, because this sprocket does not want to slide on that shaft. So what I have is some 80 grit emery cloth. Alright, I think this is made by Norton. So you can find this stuff at a welding shop or anywhere that sells Norton products like grinding wheels, etc., etc. This is sand cloth. And what I do here is I just wrap it around the axle, and I just do a little bit of rust removal. That's quite the mess. Trying to get all that grease and grime and stuff off of there. Starting fluid is a good degreaser, and it's cheap. It's a lot cheaper than brake cleaner or carb cleaner or anything like that. And it works just as good, if not better. I use it to clean my hands at the end of the day. But I have a lot of, there's a lot of grease buildup on here from the chains slinging chain lube. So I want to get all that off of there, plus any rust. Put that on there to keep it from spinning. Another faster way of doing this is with a pneumatic wire wheel, which is probably what I'm going to do, because I don't have patience for that. It's so hot out right now, it's not even funny. This is definitely the place to be. What are these guys? I got to give a quick shout out here. I'll have to come back to you because I don't remember the fella's name, but I'll be right back.